Good evening, as Taoiseach of the country and to go on to serve in government. Good evening and welcome here to the 49th Audit for Fianna Fáil manifesto to be returned to government. Ladies and gentlemen, can you welcome as upper on as leader of the country, David Clarkin, as Taoiseach of Ireland. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the 49th Audit for Fianna Fáil. I've been prepared to go to election here this evening and form the next light term of this government. It's a great honour for me. It's a great honour for me to hold the position in government as leader and Taoiseach. Tonight, as we prepare to go to a general election and have a new government led in, I am the first person in my family ever to hold elected office as Taoiseach and leader. As I prepare to go into election and form the light term of this government, as I said, I'm the only person in my family has ever held elected office as Taoiseach and leader. As I prepare to go to election and have a new government led in, my programme for government is to get this government led back in. I'm choosing Ciara Valentine to test the Taoiseach's position. I've asked Ciara Valentine to come in as part of my government and to seek the nominee to appoint her as Centre Prizeman and Tourism. Ciara Valentine is a good TD. I think she'd make a good candidate to be part of my government. So why asking Ciara Valentine to be part of my government and to seek the nominee to be part of my front bench? Ciara is a good TD. I think she has done a great right in rolling at the peace process, a good right for informing those to the nation on a programme for government. I spoke to Ciara Valentine last time, would she be like to come in and form a government under the rainbow government I hold in the position as Taoiseach. We go to the on the deal for programme. We deal with all the foreign pauses on this election. I spoke to many people around the country here tonight, and there's people so sorry with the screen they can't afford the electricity and the gas and all that. I say to the people in Ireland, if you can't afford your mortgage or your electricity, Fianna Fáil will look after you. We said it in the last election. We said it in now. Fianna Fáil have made their promises. Fianna Fáil or a mandate can be Fianna Fáil can be a member of the programme for government. We are a good party. We are a good leader. We can turn the country around. As me as head of state to run the country and to go on to seek a second term, I am the first person in my family ever to hold elected office as Taoiseach and leader. In my election manifesto at this audit, we will look at housing, education, public transport, doctors, nurses, it is governments being returned to office. We will keep our promises during the election. We always keep our promises. In our election manifesto, it is governments being returned. In my programme, we will look after housing, education, public transport, railway line, it is governments led in. We will look at other foreign policies in this election. Fianna Fáil can live a fully recovery. Fianna Fáil can leave the next 5 years of this term. Fianna Fáil can leave a proper childcare for people who have their kids. Fianna Fáil can leave the next 5 years of this term. Fianna Fáil can leave health and education with a full instruction with hospital and industry. That's the why this government wants to come back in. We want to get back in for a second term, but we're telling the people that are what our programme for government is. We will look at their health, we will look at their education, public transport, if people give us the chance to be returned on the first count. Our programme in this election is to get the housing crisis sorted out. And that's what I'm working on as leader of the country. I know I have a tough job to hold this position in government as leader and Taoiseach. And I work hard with people in public office and to work hard with other people. But me as Taoiseach of the country and look at other foreign policy, what will happen if this government's being in. Don't mind what Sinn Féin says, they said they're there for the private sector. Sinn Féin will say one word and they won't keep it. Fianna Fáil will keep to their promises. Fianna Fáil are a mandate who can keep to their position in government and to the people that are in. Mary Lou McDonald is very fond of talking shite as usual. Mary Lou McDonald won't be there for people. Mary Lou McDonald will say, oh, we'll sit down, we come up with a plan. Mary Lou McDonald is all tall. She doesn't know what she's saying. Sinn Féin will not agree to other parties to go in and form the water. Mary Lou McDonald is all tall. She doesn't know what she's saying. Fianna Fáil will keep to their promises and they will keep to their agreement if this government's led back in. Over my 83 years in public office and the position in government as Taoiseach in Ireland and to go on to represent the state. In the programme for government, I believe the position as Taoiseach in Ireland. I will look at to the people the first who allowed me to Dáil Éireann. I will look at the people who can't afford a house. I will look at the people who really need the attention. On my election manifesto, we will look at the people who really need a proper public transport if this government's led back in. I will look at all legacy in this election and I will look at other foreign policy if this government's led back in. Housing is the problem in our country in this election. I've spoken to many people around the country and they cannot get credit because the crisis in this country has gone too high and too real. If I'm being returned as the 31 Dáil, I will look at the people in house crisis, I will look at their health and education, give me a chance and we will be returned on the next Dáil. As me, as your Taoiseach, I expect you to go out there, back me to leave a second term and be returned to office. David Clark in the Tithe County Kildare as Fianna Fáil Taoiseach and your local TD, government departments, the Taoiseach's office, Fianna Fáil headquarters, the Taoiseach's office. Thank you.